We often misunderstand happiness. We think that to be happy, we need to succeed first. However, the reality is quite the opposite. We need to be happy first to succeed. Hello everyone, my name is A1. Welcome to my channel A1 Study. Today I will discuss the book The Happiness Advantage by Shawn Achor. This book explores how being happy can lead to greater success. Before we begin, for those of you who want to support this channel and keep it going, it's very easy. Just click on subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Your support means a lot and helps us to regularly post content and learn together on this channel. Happiness is not about belief. We don't need to change ourselves. Instead, it's about awareness. We need to realize that we can change. Common misconceptions about happiness are often inaccurate. We frequently assume that when we succeed, we will be happy. When we achieve the job we've dreamed of, get a promotion, or lose 5 kilograms, happiness will follow. But scientific research actually shows the opposite. Happiness creates success, not the other way around. Studies indicate that happy employees are more productive, creative, and better at problem solving than their unhappy counterparts. Positively oriented individuals are significantly healthier, experience lower stress levels, and enjoy deeper social relationships. I've summarized this into 3 key takeaways from the book. First, there's a misconception about happiness. Have you ever heard of this? When you're young, study hard in school or college. Work hard to succeed and then be happy. This can be considered a flawed formula. It's as if happiness can only be achieved after success. So, what is happiness defined formally? We define happiness as an experience resulting from positive feelings. But the reality is that happiness is highly subjective and relative to the individual experiencing it. Positive psychology suggests that when we feel happy and maintain a positive mindset, we tend to be smarter, more motivated, and ultimately achieve greater success. Conversely, negative emotions hinder our ability to think and act effectively. You might have experienced this when you felt down and didn't want to leave your house. When we experience positive feelings, our brains are flooded with dopamine and serotonin, chemical reactions that make us feel happy and stimulate the part of our brain related to learning. By organizing new information and making it easier to remember later. In simple terms, when you're in a good mood, you perform better in math. What's even more fascinating is that hundreds of scientific studies on happiness have found that happiness itself leads to success in nearly every aspect of life, from romantic relationships and careers to health and creativity. It's not unusual. Many major companies have started integrating fun and enjoyment into their offices, with the hope of making their employees happier. An interesting study measured the baseline level of positive feelings in 272 employees at a company, then compared it to their performance over an 18-month period. Researchers found that employees who were inherently happy ended up with better performance evaluations and higher salaries. Interestingly, successful people don't view happiness as a reward for hard work and achievement. They're successful because of their positive mindset, which enables them to live life to the fullest. This is an advantage for those with a positive mindset. Some people may not appear perpetually happy like their cheerful colleagues, but in reality, anyone can reap these benefits because it's all about behavior and consistency. Second, our perspective on the world changes everything. If you have children or siblings, there must have been times when you were joking around and then the child started crying. Usually, you try your best to make the child stop crying so they won't complain to their parents. Typically, you use humor or praise to comfort the child. Why does this work? Why can words change our experience of pain and suffering? Our brains must decide whether to use their energy for negative, painful experiences and stress, or to use that same energy for hope, optimism, and meaningfulness. This is why when we try to make a crying child stop, it works because the child has to choose between 2 things: experiencing pain or laughing simultaneously. This perspective is something we should understand in our daily lives. As an example, in 1979, a group of elderly men in their mid-70s participated in an experiment. They were asked to live in an environment designed to resemble 1959, and they had to adapt to it, including dressing in 1950s fashion and reading old newspapers. It's like they were returning to the past and viewing the world through the eyes of a 55-year-old person. Interestingly, after undergoing tests related to physical strength, posture, cognition, and short-term memory, most participants achieved good scores uniquely by changing their perspective. Other aspects of their lives improved. Third, happiness isn't just beneficial for yourself. How can you become a more positive person? First, understand that our brains have patterns for viewing the world. For example, a study conducted by Harvard University paid 27 people to play Tetris for several hours a day for 3 consecutive days. After a few days, the respondents started experiencing changes, such as fixing the tilted cereal boxes in the supermarket to make them straight, or imagining flipping buildings to fit on the street. This obsession is known as the Tetris effect. It occurs in 2 different variations: the negative Tetris effect, where your brain is trapped in a pattern that hinders your success, and the positive Tetris effect, where your brain is trained to see things that can enhance your success. Now, try to continuously seek positive experiences. One exercise is to routinely write down 3 good things that happened that day. They can be anything, but they must be specific and positive. It doesn't have to be something significant. The key is consistency. If you can turn this into a habit, you'll continuously be on the lookout for positive experiences, which can ultimately improve the quality of your day. Interestingly, happy individuals have the power to share their happiness with the world. It's as if you're a candle with a burning flame. The flame you have can be shared with others, such as your family, friends, colleagues, and the environment around you. These small changes, when practiced consistently, can have a significant impact and even transform someone's life. Please comment in the comment section on what lessons you've learned from reading this book. Additionally, let me know which books you'd like me to review in future videos. I'll take my leave now. Don't forget to subscribe to a One Study YouTube channel. Goodbye.